Hey, Elizabeth, this is coming along really nicely. I have a couple of comments. I think this is the wrong image for your cover. I do, because it's really difficult. This is such a hard image to work with. And right here, this is the reason why. Because it's a horizontal focal point. So you're kind of flattening the image. You have the fact that their eyes are all right here and they're all kind of looking off in this direction is really working against you, because what do people do when they see someone looking in another direction? They look away. So believe it or not, subconsciously, this is drawing your viewer's eye away from where you want it to go, and that's from here to here, boom, right down to there. Okay, so we can fix that by choosing another image. Um, Also, I think color's a little bit of an image, in a little bit of a problem in this image, and in your whole composition here, because we have you've kind of randomly selected this orange color right here, and it's used again here, and then you kind of randomly selected this yellow color here. So typically, you'll use an image that has enough color in it that you can select color out of it so that you'll be harmonious. So the cover will be harmonious to your typography, and that's a really important thing to know about typography. If and when you want to use typography, color typography, it's a really awesome idea to sample colors out of the image you're going to lay the typography over, and to pick colors right out of the image to use in your type. It's a wonderful trick, and it pretty much guarantees harmony in the piece. Okay, so this piece here, a couple of issues. I think it's come quite a ways. I definitely do not. I'm not feeling the image, but right here, December 21/5, you're really close to the edge of the page, and you shouldn't be that close. You're going to want to leave at least a very minimum of a 1/16 of an inch. I prefer more, because I don't like it to look like a mistake. I mean, I think it's when I'm laying out a composition, I try to make everything look very intentional, so that something doesn't look almost like it was maybe not well thought out or an afterthought. So you're kind of stuck here with echo, and I think one of the reasons is because the way that this is placed here is you really are limiting yourself in areas to work with, and again, because of the image and the way that the image is encroaching, you don't have you don't have anywhere to put the December or the volume number or issue number or anything like that. Okay, again, that all points to the image. You've got some alignment issues. I'm gonna Command R here to bring up some guides, and I want you to watch what happens when I pull this guide. I'm going to pull it to the logical place, and that's the beginning of the C right there. Okay, so what do we have? We can see that, okay, the Gibson is not quite in alignment. The S in shows is not quite in alignment. The edge of the image is okay, but neither is the UPC. So okay, talks, those should all be in alignment here. Okay. Now, you don't have to necessarily draw one alignment line, but this should certainly be aligned, and this should certainly be aligned. Okay, I think it was a good choice to use left alignment, right rag here, and right alignment here. And this is pretty good hierarchy, I think. However, I want you to notice where the eye goes, all right? Also, look at your vertical hierarchy. There's really a lot of things that could be aligned here. You're aligning a top with a bottom, which, why not just line them up? It'll look much better. Okay, and then I'm thinking this is that this right here is it's good that it's such a commanding piece element in your hierarchy, because that definitely points to the fact that that's your feature story. So that's good, but again, I think the way this fits in here is because of the way the image is. Okay. Study Rolling Stone covers. I know you're in your. I went back and I read your concept brief, and you said that you want to be Rolling Stone-esque type, but you want to concentrate only on music instead of delving in politics, etc. So that's good. So use Rolling Stone. They've got wonderful covers, and they've got the graphic design in Rolling Stone is superior. It's wonderfully done. Always has been. Okay, so again, this is good, but what is the second article in? What's the second article in importance? Okay, and again, this orange and yellow came from, I don't know, did it come from this image here of the starburst in this guitar? If it did, you should be picking colors out of your background image, not an ad kind of image. Okay, let's move to the contents page. I'll move it right along here. Echo contents. This is competing with this in terms of hierarchy. I think that's too prominent. You've got this kind of basic 3-column grid, but there's no hierarchy in any of these at all. In other words, the only thing you've really placed here is on this page is your masthead, the word contents, and one little typographic composition, because basically this typographic composition is repeated here, 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 and here. So if you want to recompose that, again, I think this is just the wrong image to use. It's just impeding your typography. It's telling you, basically this image is telling you, no, you can't go below here. So all your type has to be stuck at the top, which is making it top heavy. So let's move to the spread, okay? And again, I just think that's just kind of a boring image. This piece right here, I'm going to pull a guide right down here. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so it looks like your bass lines are in pretty good alignment. However, this should probably align down here, up here, because this is just really unusual. This way you open this area up, you can use a better image over here and a better image, something just more like I don't know. It just seems like I don't know, maybe something from a stage, or I don't know. It just seems like these are all just kind of like posing, you know. So maybe a shot that has something just a little different than the band posing. Here's the band posing. Here's the band posing. Here's the band posing. Maybe some variety in your images. Okay, this piece right here. Now I know I said in one of your earlier reviews that this is a good line count, but more I look at it, it's not. This is begging for at least 2-column text spread. Your type is encroaching the gutter here. Just bring it out. It's really got to bring out to about here. You really need some space there. You also need what's called thumb margin. Okay, you got to pull this margin all the way in here, so that, think about people holding the magazine. They hold it like this, so there's usually room so that the thumb doesn't hold, you know, you're holding it doesn't cover up any of the text. Okay. This area is just begging for a really cool typographic composition. And then right here, again, there's no hierarchy. You just start and blah blah. If this were talking, it would be going and just really monotonous. So why don't you add a little, bit of a little cadence, a little rhythm to the visual hierarchy by saying, okay, so this right here is different than this. Okay, this starts into an interview with questions. So this right here is just begging for some sort of unusual layout to tell the viewer this area is now different than this area. Okay, this is an introduction, okay, and then all of a sudden we go into this interview. Again, take a look at Rolling Stone. They do it wonderfully. Your folios here. Don't forget you need your volume number and the name of the magazine. Folios work in reverse on the other side of the page. So there goes page number, then however else it would be volume number, name of the magazine, and website. And then on the other side it would be website, and then in reverse, so that they would fold on top of each other and creating symmetry. Okay. Byline, who wrote it? The article? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't tell you where I would put it. I would just say right. Okay, so you got it. I got to cut this short I want to keep it under 10 minutes. But if you have any questions, just let me know. But you're doing beautifully. All right, thanks.